Well, I've had a message from Matt Crozier, another name familiar to the BRSCC paddock, saying, yeah, that's just what that car does. It just smokes. It's nothing to worry about.
It's just Simon Waterfall's car doing Simon Waterfall thing. Basically.
I want to know why it smokes, though. I mean, it's not designed to do that, obviously, but it's obviously the way he runs it.
It could be a slight overrun, I'm guessing, on what? Oil, maybe, or something?
Maybe,
or something
yeah,
like that.
very
Something
rich.
that's running a little bit rich, maybe, possibly.
Well,
who knows? I'm sure that Simon can tell us. You've got to speak to him next, of course, of the BMW, so I'm sure you can quickly ask.
Well, I did ask him yesterday and didn't really get an answer, so I'll see. I'll try.
Yeah,
again.
you're right. He just said it just smokes. That's what it does. Can't really work it out.
Yeah, seems to be common knowledge. Now that's Chris Stretton out of his car. We've got a team member diving in to try and fix the problem. Very frustrating this for Chris Stretton because there was nothing wrong with his car. He was having a perfectly good race and then hit the oil, had a spin, and now has this issue with the car not wanting to fire back up. So you've received some news, Scott.
This is not something I've ever heard before when it comes to a race car, and you will not believe this, but apparently this is the answer. The reason why they can't start this car, and I'm not kidding, I've just been told one of our production ops, you ready for this? He's lost the key. And that's all I have to say on that. That's what I've been told. I've never, ever heard in my life in a race car whatsoever, because you have to start them anyway. These are converted from road cars. I have never, ever in my 13 years of commentating, since I started in 2012, heard that the reason why they can't get a car back into a race is because the driver has lost the key. First of all, in many cases, how does it fall out of the ignition? And secondly, you strip everything out of a race car. How is it difficult to lose a key from a race car like a 1 Series?
Wow.
I've just heard as well that apparently, same driver, I'm presuming, that apparently not only that would go one better, he forgot to take his key to a racetrack.
Oh no, no, don't. Let's not save him from this. This is Luke Austin, our producer, who, of course, at one time was forging a career as a future professional racing driver in Toyota MR2s, and apparently never brought the key to the racetrack. So
that is simply bizarre. I've never heard that before, ever. When it comes, why can't you restart this race? Because I can't find the key. What on earth?
I can only assume that the key was lost before the race. They found a way to essentially hotwire the car at the start of the race, and now they can't do that again now, maybe, whilst the rat's on track. But,
I've just heard in my ears, apparently they did have to hotwire it to do so, but that's a frustrating thing. Now, what won't have helped also, of course, they've stopped the race, but of course, when you have to switch the engine off, then you've got no way to do it again. So you have to get the kind of your mechanic that actually did manage to get it hotwired again, get it going. We're about to get this race back underway, but you might have to take over the comms for the next lap because I still can't fathom that out. I've never heard that before, so while I try and fathom that, let's see what happens in this next 5 minutes. At the moment, it'll be without Chris Stretton, whilst they try and find the key to get the car started again, at least try and hotwire it again if they can. Goodness me. I've heard some things when it comes to the motorsport commentary. That is up there, one of the most bizarre, and actually, although I'm laughing about it later, probably one of the most hilarious. That is absolutely fantastic.
Right.